In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through how to do a kettlebell front squat. Now, firstly, when we're coming into this movement, the chances are the kettlebells are going to start off on the floor. So what I want you to do is bring your feet hip width apart with your toes pointing forwards. And I just want you to bring the kettlebells outside of your feet. Now you're going to have your arms nice and straight. You're going to squat down and you're going to pick up those kettlebells by pushing the floor away from you. And now you're in an upright standing position. So keep a nice neutral spine, deadlift those weights up off the floor. Now, if you're using small weights, you're going to be able to get away with just bicep curling the weights up and bringing those kettlebells into the rack position. If you're using heavy weights, you're better off bringing your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, then the kettlebells together, start to come into a kettlebell swing and clean the weights up into position. Now, once you're in that start position, you want your elbows tucked into your sides. I've got my knuckles pointing up, and from here, I can either have this position or I can bring the kettlebells together like so. Whatever you decide, they're both kettlebell front squat variations. But what I want you to focus on, whatever you do, is bringing those feet just wider than hip width apart, toes pointed slightly out, brace your core, and I want you to bring the hips back first, sit back down into an imaginary chair behind you, and push up through your heels. So that's sit back down into that imaginary chair behind you, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes to the top of the motion. Keeping those elbows in at all times, feet just wider than hip width apart, toes pointed slightly out, and we're going to sit back down, nice neutral spine, always looking forward, chest up, and then once you're done, lower the weights with a straight back under control. That's how to do a front squat with a kettlebell.